Welcome, family, to another episode of the Midnight Moods podcast. This is episode 13. I'm Coco the Conscious, aka Mr. Moods. That's right. And my special guest for today, for episode 13, is my brother Marco, healer, shaman, and soul brother right here. What's up, my G?
Hey Coco, thank you.
Bro, thank you, man.
Thanks for having me here. It's such a honor. It's such a pleasure,
brother. It's been a long time, for you, for you to be here, bro. Because
we had a few conversations.
Many conversations, bro.
Yeah.
Me and Marco, literally, the universe just put us in each other's paths, and this is a didgeridoo, brother, right here. This is when I go play the didge. Marco's always there, playing his, and we open portals.
It's amazing how life, sometimes knock on our doors and put the right people all together,
Yes.
and that's how I felt in many of our conversations. That's how I felt right now. So I'm really grateful for it, and so thanks for creating this space.
Hey, man, thank you for being here, bro. Thank you for your service, which is what we're gonna get into, man.
Of course,
the sound healing, because that's been something that's been coming up a lot. But before we get into that,
course.
I want to talk a bit about you, just how you got here to Oz, to Australia, and what your awakening process, to start tapping into that spiritual aspect, essence of this all.
Well, I came here 6 years ago, right? I was in a completely different position internally, of course. Within me, I was in a completely other space. No better, no worse, just as it is. And my life was completely different. I was a strength and conditioning coach by that time. I was a big guy, worked for a lot of professional teams.
Oh, wow.
Rugby and basket.
Okay.
And so I got here because I got a contact through the Waratahs, so the rugby union club.
Wow.
For an internship, which meant to last for like 3 months. So I got here actually in April, so we are close to 6 years. It's going to be 6 years in April. It's been a big journey, man. So grateful to this country, this earth, man. This land that really healed me so much, By the way, at that time, my idea was to stay for 3 months and then come back home, keep doing my career, which practically I was doing quite well because I was 27 years old at the time, and I was already high level, first division, working as a strength coach,
massive.
And then, as I said before, you never know what's gonna happen, and life has many different ways to knock at your door, and many times that knock come back to sound healing, a little bit painful, a little bit abrupt to you, but and then you realize with the willingness what it's trying to say, what's the frequencies, what's the vibration, and that's all, man. Like short story, I decided to stay here. I grew up in my own business. Started to work actually through physical conditioning, but privately, one-on-one. And then I started to move into something they always called me, which was pain management and chronic pain. And man, I was smashing myself. I was working really well, so I was really proud of myself. But all the awakening process, as you say, it comes from a sensation of discomfort.
I feel that.
That's how we start to explore our inner self. There is a sense of discomfort. There is almost a sense of wrongness within us. There is kind of a sense, I'm sick, I'm no good, there is something that doesn't work here. And that was probably sometimes the spark, let's call the spark, that make you start a certain process, and then step by step you realize it's actually perfect, it's actually okay. And this process is never gonna finish. And this is something that I always repeat even to people. No, there's never gonna finish. You just need to keep going. It's a little step. It's a little step that talk about celebration. Celebration is an important thing here. But by the way, at the time, that sense of wrongness, that sense of separation, that sense of sickness was within me. It actually start to came up the first time that I came back in Italy to see my family, because working wise here in Oz, I was really successful. After 1 year and a half, I was doing a lot of sessions as a one-on-one, helping people with pain, helping people with achieving their physical. I was even doing personal training, so And then I came back in Oz after that, visiting my family. I remember, man, and that time was for me crucial because I put the suitcases down, I snapped the door of my bedroom. I remember after 2 days I had to come back to work, and I say, well, it's all about this. That's what it's all about. I mean, you work, you smash your ass, like you work like crazy, you set it up all of this amazing goal, now you achieve this goal, and what happened here, like you're not happy, you're not actually happy, there is something going on here, there is something. Why are you doing what you're doing? What brings you, what's your fire, what's your passion, what brings you here? And then, you know, you manifest guidance, you manifest teachings, you manifest people that help you manifest people that come into your life. But when I say manifesting, I'm not saying, oh, now I'm gonna think about it. You actively making some steps to make this happen. And you know, I don't want to come too much away, but when we're talking about manifestation, it seems like it's all about putting a vision board on the wall and say, oh, I want to see this every day, so this is going to happen. No, sensible steps each day from a higher level of consciousness. And a higher level of consciousness talking about our ability to be as much vulnerable as we can, because from that place of vulnerability you can really access who you are in all your dark side and all of your light side. And you can really start to access your core, and your core talk about your child, talk about who you are, talk about what brings you passion. And so from there I start to explore another me. Another me. And another me was talking about empathy, was talking about an emotional realm, talking about their ability to connect emotionally with people, and so to start to move into breath work and start to realize that many times chronic pain is just suppressed emotion, repressed emotion that the body keeps within us and needs to be moved through breath, needs to be moved through many different ways. Sound healing is another way. And you start to explore. But all of that exploration that is happening outside is just a reflection of inner experience. So when we're talking about healing, all I'm saying is you bring an experience and you bring your own experiences, and it's talking about our pretty much ability to be intimate and to build up that level of intimacy within ourselves, as we were saying just before the podcast. Now that ability to love our shadow, to love our feeling of being inadequate.
That
like,
other aspect of ourselves.
Right. So it started from there, you because you come here in Oz, you decide to remain here, and you say, oh yes, when I'm gonna do 40 PT per week, I'm gonna be amazing, because I'm gonna earn that much, I'm gonna live in that spot, I'm gonna have this life. And then but again you fall into the perception that happiness is something, or joy, or whatever, or success is something that you have, which is not. It's something that you are, and it's something that you build within. It's not something that you have. It's not something that you can own, because every time you think about own something, you actually assuming there is a sense of separation within you, and so that success become a need. And every time there is a need that moves all of your steps in your life, is like you affirming that I need that, because there is a sense of separation within me. It doesn't come, and this is massive when you're talking about relationships, when you're talking about work relationships, when you're talking about career. And so why am I doing what I'm doing? When you snap the door, are you happy? Are you able to experience gratitude? That's how I started my lately what I want to say, because sometimes we hear a lot of stories, and they're true and it's beautiful. I don't feel like saying that there's been a massive turning point in my life, that like that amazing awakening experience, or the kind of extreme trauma that made me rise. No, I like to think about my process like something that is still going. Absolutely. Little steps, a lot of little
building up.
Daily.
Wow, bro, that's deep. I feel that a lot, man. It's interesting how you said that it's not that big moment, like that big awakening, like how you said the knock on the door. Sometimes it's like a huge bang that can awaken someone, or sometimes it's just like a lot of little, just like knock, and then if you're like aware and you're conscious of it, you hear it and then you might want to make these
Yeah.
changes, you know, just
Yeah.
even like changes in perception and seeing things, how you're thinking, you know.
Yeah. And it's kind of contemplating the fact that there is many real around us that can affect us, you know, and that talk to us, then can create communication and resonance within our life. As like the intuitive realm is massive. It's trying to talk into us every day, each time, and the intuitive realm talk with us through physical sensations, through emotions, through memories. Memories are massive. Think about trauma. All of these memories are held in our unconscious, subconscious mind. And when you're talking about unconscious, you talk about the body. You're talking about feelings in the body. You're talking about sensations in the body. You're talking about primitive move. You talk about posture, how you walk, how you hold your shoulders, how you move your hands, how's your posture. And this is something that is automatic. It's not something that is not your control, but is driven by something that is stored within, something that is not conscious. All right? And these run a lot of problems. That's why a lot in what I do, I bring back people to not giving them meaning, not giving them my interpretation about what they're experiencing something, or why there is a pattern repeating in their life, but just now you sit here and you feel what is in your body. What are you feeling? Oh, I'm feeling fear. All right, what's the sensation in your body? I feel constriction, I feel tingling, I feel trembling, I feel hot, cold. Okay, whatever. Can you breathe into that? Can you breathe it? Can you feel it all?
Wow.
Can you feel it all? Can you rise the volume of all of this sensation? Allow yourself to experience what it has been asked you to experience in a way that that experience can move on.
Deep.
Can move on, because because otherwise you'll be repressed. We're getting stuck. When things getting stuck, it's getting stuck in our etheric body, in our energy field, and so in our body. And so in our manifestation of muscle, bones, and all of this stuff. Right. So feeling is a big thing. Feeling's
a big thing.
And feeling is a big thing, because then it's asked you to be responsible for that feeling, for all that you feel, you know.
That's deep, bro.
Yeah. And you know, when we are in a society where it's really hard to feel, because it seems like we don't have enough time to feel. There is no time to feel. All right, and when you don't have time to feel, you don't feel anything. It's not something that you can block. It's not like, oh, I want to feel gratitude, love, compassion, and love, and such happiness, but I don't want to feel pain. No, it doesn't work like this. When you don't feel, you don't feel anything. You make yourself numb, and you keep on running automatically, each day. And you know what's sometimes the worst things? That we live our daily life. I mean, look around with such an intensity. So our days, what time start? 6, 7, bam, such an intensity, and we don't actually give a home for all of this intensity. And what this intensity? What's the home? It's our body. It's our body, our ability to feel fully embodied, fully conscious about how you're gonna drive your car. Empowerment. How am I gonna drive my car? Which decision am I making right now? I decide. I'm in command, and I can fully express the radiance from a full level of consciousness, and from my responsibility and willingness, what it needs to be felt, what it needs to be felt, you know. And there is no such a thing like good emotion and bad emotions. No, forget about it. They're just emotions. I
like that. Yes.
And all the emotion come to tell you something, trying to give you an information. Stop. Information under frequencies, under vibrations, like everything. And all we need to do is just to feel. And then eventually an indication come up, and then eventually, you know, a decision come up, and maybe you come up and you say, oh, you know what, maybe I need to say sorry, and to ask no for, oh, hey, sorry, I didn't want to say that, you know, or probably say you to probably put boundaries around the conversation, or probably it's telling you to step back. I don't know, whatever is that said to you, but feel it at all, to take responsibility. Otherwise you're gonna finish to project. To project, hey, you make me feel like, you made me feel like.
And you start pointing the finger. You're missing the point.
Because you make me feel like you make me angry. No, you don't make me angry. I'm taking full responsibility for how I feel. I'm angry. That's all. Stop. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Because there is so much power within me that I cannot pretend to give my power away to someone else to tell you, hey, you make me feel.
So deep,
I'm in full charge.
Yeah.
I'm in charge.
That's so deep, bro.
Right.
I love that. I love how you said taking responsibility for your emotions. Do you know what I mean? Not projecting or pointing them at someone. Someone might like cause the trigger, but it's you that's being emotional. Do you know what I mean? That's I think like how you said it, it's like by you're empowering yourself by taking responsibility, basically. Do you know what I mean? And then the more you point and say it's something else that's making me like this, you're giving your power away, and you're not honoring yourself of how that's deep. That's so deep, bro. That's very powerful,
that's
man.
Right. Yeah.
Wow, bro. I love, bro, and I love how you said with the pain when you're talking about when you're healing someone and you'll ask them the sensations that they feel.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, you know, was it tingling? Was it this? Was it that? It's just their body trying to tell them, do you know what I mean? Something, you know? And it goes back to how you said there's no good or bad pain, good or bad emotions or feelings.
That's right.
It's just a feeling, it's a sensation. So if we looked at that, like tingling feeling in, like, for example, my knee, it might not be comfortable, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just my body trying to tell me something, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on a mental level, it's getting manifested through my body.
Yeah, and also realize that there is a divine intelligence that drives all of your process, that your body as part of a earth, that your body is the earth, and your body has an innate intelligence, and you don't need to drive the car all the time. Sometimes you can even sit in the passenger seat and look at the landscape and let your body do whatever it needs to do in order to release. And that's what happens a lot of time when you do healing. People might have tears, people might have maybe wants to scream, maybe people want to just tremble, people might experience shift in temperature in the body, and you can really see from the color of the face. Sometimes they can get really, really pale, sometimes really, really bright red. And all of these talking about the innate intelligence of the body that is able to discharge energy that has been repressed because I don't allow myself to be fully vulnerable, fully intimate within myself. That's all, because there is a lack of trust within me. And what does it teach me is like I surrender. I surrender to life. I surrender and I let go. But you know that it's so hard nowadays to be vulnerable. It's so hard to surrender because we grew up with a lot of stereotypes. We grew up with a lot of marks. Upon our head, a lot of goals, and then we lose the touch. We lose the touch of the plant. We lose the touch of the earth, of the rocks. And we don't know how to speak to them. And what's the connection between this innate intelligence of the body with this communication? That is an expression of the same thing, of an intimate communication as a resonance of you, where everything is talking about you, not because you are at the center of the picture, but just because you are part of. You are part of, you know. And so I don't need to cover myself, to protect myself. I don't need to cover my feeling, to hide what I'm feeling, because I'm part of, and it's not all in my shoulder. It's not all about me. You know, and that's where most part of judgments, where most part of criticism, self-doubt are built in, because I might have the belief that the universe don't hear me, that life is not good enough for me, that someone over there don't see me. And so we tighten up into many different areas that talk about spirituality, talk about biology, talks about mental health, talk about emotional health, talk about many things. That it's all a network that are working together, and there is no division.
I love that, bro. There's no division. It's like we got to get out of that thinking framework of like separation, and that it's like once you understand that we're all one with it, like you said, that innate intelligence that was deep, you know, that connects us to everything. taking, like, I love how you use that analogy of the driver's seat, you know, sitting in the passenger and let it take it for a while, and then you can take you know, it's like a long trip, then you can take control when you need to.
Absolutely.
But it's about knowing when to, like, tap in, tap off, and it's that balance, I feel, of allowing it to drive at one point, and then, okay, maybe now I need to take over. But it's not being a control freak, you know, and trying to do the whole trip by yourself. I love that analogy, bro.
And so then you learn an amazing thing, to ask for support, to ask for help. Hey brother, I need you. Hey, can you come over? I just need to talk a little bit. Hey, you don't fear that, you know, you don't fear to show up. You don't feel that authenticity of the child that wants to come up in all of its expression, in all of its full expression, in all of its color. There is no better colors. I remember once at the point that we were talking about it, you know, and we were saying how beautiful is this space where we go to play the didgeridoo, which it is. It's an amazing space. It's a safe site, you know, like. But then, you know, it makes you realize that there is anything special because everything is special. There is anything special because everything is special. And so there is no such things like bad emotion, good emotion, darkness and light, or fear and success and guilt or whatever, you know what I mean? It's all part of the same expression, you know. And lately what it's all asking is to merge the distances between your outer world and the inner world. What is present within you and what is showing up outside. What is talking about.
Deep.
What's that information?
Deep.
And again, it's not a mental process. It's most part of the time a physical process. Is a sensation. Am I stepping in a room and I step in this full room, in this full of people? What am I feeling in my body? What's the energy around? What's the energy in that corner? What's the energy in that corner?
Deep.
You know what I mean? Can you feel it? What? Come on. What? Work beyond. Work beyond. Trust your intuition. What are you downloading? And intuition again talks in many different ways. The thing is, when you're talking about this stuff, people say, I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, what you mean, what you feel? And this is because the intuitive realm has been strongly repressed nowadays because of our rational mind. Because at 6 a.m. I woke up, I go to gym, I prepare my breakfast, I jump in the car, I go to work. And I'm doing this from Monday to Friday. On Wednesday, oh wow, it's already midweek. Thursday, oh, it's amazing. The weekend is coming up. Friday, oh wow, amazing. I'm gonna have a beer after. You know, and this, and it's not good, not bad. You know, I'm not trying to to put marker on it, but this is how it is. And when you fall into this automatic thing, the intuition, and so that state of art, because it's a state of art. Is a struggling just because you don't allow ourselves to sense and to experience with different circuit, right? And to embody energy, because that's what it's all about, energy. When you're talking about you do energy healing, what is energy healing? It's emotion. It's emotional release.
Energy in motion, right? That's what emotion is. Motion. Right. Deep.
Is that like you?
I like how you said that.
You know, and energy. What you mean? Emotions. That's all. Is emotion? Is intuitive perception? Is you know, like
Wow. Wow. I love that. It's true though. Emotion is energy. Really. I think if we look at it like that, it's actually kind of freeing. In a way. Do you know what I mean? Because like energy just passes. You know, comes. It's always there, but it comes and it goes.
But again, what's the thing? That we try so much to own our emotions. We want to own our emotion. Yeah.
Make it like your identity. So if you're feeling this emotion that comes, then that becomes That's what you are.
And you know what is that? You know what is that again? When we try to own in that way in order that you can build up stories and identity. What is that? Is another way to don't real feel what you need to feel and to don't take full responsibility. So there is two ways that you can don't take responsibility or allowing yourself to don't really this emotion flow, or you repress them and you go chest up all the time. All right, like no, I'm good. You repress, you don't talk, you isolate yourself, or you start to build up stories about what you feel. Oh no, because you and 5 years ago when I was and now blah 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 blah. Hey, shut up, breathe. What is present within your body? Where are you feeling? Where are you feeling what you're talking about? What is present? What's that emotion?
Yeah.
What's that emotion? I don't know which emotion. Alright, breathe. What's the sensation that is present within your body right now? Let's not even go into emotion. What is present within your body right now? Just breathe. Oh, I feel a tension in my shoulder. Alright. What's the color of that tension? What's the emotion of that? Can you attach an emotion to that? What's the talk about? Okay, can you breathe into that? Can you let it move? And let go. You don't even know what you are letting go of, but just let go. We don't really need to know all the time.
Yes.
We don't really need to know everything, because again, it's put ourselves upon source. But just allow source to speak to you. Yeah?
Deep. Yeah. Yeah, I love that, bro.
You know?
Sometimes we don't need to know. Do you know what I mean? But I love how you said that, bro. Just let go. You don't need to know what it is exactly, like to its finest point, but allowing it and letting it go.
Because by letting go is how you're gonna get actually and eventually a meaning in a decision. Because many times when we feel something, and I come back to the guy that wants to build up stories about it. You feel something because you're so scared about what you feel that because it might be uncomfortable, you need to have a meaning straight away. About what you feel. You need to interpret it straight away what you feel, because shit, I can't handle what I feel, so I really need to know right now what it's all about, and I need to act because shit, I fucking hate what I'm feeling, you know what I mean? I don't wanna have this. I don't wanna get out. You have this movie like get out.
Yeah.
You know? And so you go from A to B straight away. What is that? Why am I feeling that? It's you. Yeah, because that's why. Because you blah 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 blah. And you bypass the first step to feel what it needs to be felt.
Yeah.
Because emotion go down, have a peak, and after the peak, go down. It's like this. It's like this all the come on guys, I mean I'm 32, you there as well, like we all experience that, like you know this, we know work, they go to a peak and then they go down, and after they go down that's it. And our emotion don't burn us, they don't kill us. You can breathe there. You can go to feel hurt beneath your feet all the time. There is always a mother and a father that can protect you in order to you to feel whatever you want to feel. And this mother or father is you. Is you becoming the mother and the father of yourself, because emotions, they are just a little kid that knock at the door and say, hey, I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something. Hey, come on, wake up, I need to tell you something. But you don't want to listen to it because you gotta go to work, because you gotta go to do that. No, I can't listen to you right now. Okay, can you tell me later? And then the emotion keep on knocking. Hey, I need to tell you something. Hey, I can't, because now I need to prepare dinner, because then tomorrow I need to go to gym early morning. I can't listen to you right now. Okay. And then it starts to grow up the voice until it doesn't scream. And you keep on not listening, but then what happens? Probably you go to the train station, someone cut your street, cut your way, and you say, hey, fuck off. And you snap out. You lose it. You lose it, and you don't really good on manage the anger because you didn't allow that to talk to you before and to listen.
So now it comes out screen.
And it builds up.
Yes. Man, that's deep. Yeah.
He's talking about again neglect.
Neglecting yourself, your inner child. Your inner child. Your inner child. Wow. That's deep. It's like your innocence as well. Like that inner child is like your innocence, that inner essence.
I just feel that. Listen to me. I need to communicate something to you.
Yeah.
That is for your own evolution. Because whatever you experience is something that you decided to experience. We decide.
Yeah.
All the time. And this can sound quite big, can sound quite confronting as well.
Yeah.
Because we know there are situations out there. But yeah, every experience we face it is just an information. And you decided to live there because your soul, your identity, or whatever you are, needed to experience that in order to evolve, in order to don't stop our natural propension, towards that expansion that need to happen in our life. And so you need that experience to come to you, to give you that information.
Yeah, for your evolution, for your growth. Yep, that's deep. That's deep. And if you look at, for example, if I look at my life, whenever it's met with some high emotional situation, I always gain so much from it. Like you said, information that would help me grow. Do you know what I mean? It's just massive. It's like giving yourself tools and putting them in your tool belt, just constantly absorbing, extracting different lessons from all these emotions, these emotional experiences.
But absolutely. And you know why I love our conversation when we are down at the pond, when I love a conversation with my brother and sisters, where we come all together, is because then you realize that you're not alone with your own emotions. And we again, it's not for the society. Come on, we are doing this from millennial, but we tend to really isolate ourselves, to divide ourselves, to separate ourselves from source, from hurt, from this planetary consciousness which we all belong to. That's why it's so important to reconnect ourselves to earth, to reconnect ourselves to community, to come back to that place of safety. Because there is no such a thing like isolation nowadays, and shame and dissociation from what we feel, because what am I feeling is not right. It's not right what I'm feeling right now. I shouldn't feel like that. I should haven't done that. And so we build up shame and guilt so much in our life. And shame is it's not such a thing like shame that make you close in a bedroom. And not even get out.
It's deep.
Because you're wrong, because you're sick. Because there is something wrong within you for something that you've done. Forgive yourself. Come back into community. Come back together. I'm doing a lot of men's work, and that's all we do. Just providing support to people, just providing healing, and healing coming into community.
Deep.
That's healing. Your ability slowly to express what you feel and realize that you are not alone. And we can come back to rehabilitation of criminals. We can come back to addiction. We all come back to all of these situations. And unfortunately, things are falling down when we treat situations like that like something wrong, like something sick, like something, hey brother, I need to fix you because like this you can't. There is no such a thing like that makes someone else not appropriate.
Putting those labels,
but just realizing that within ourselves there is always an essence that can be healed. Healing, that healing is welcoming the darkness next to you. Give to the darkness a nice warm plate, a nice meal, a cuddle, and tell it it's alright. So go, come over. You can always come back here in this table. Compassion. Compassion, brother. Compassion. Merge the distances between human beings. And this is huge because tomorrow is gonna be Monday, and there is gonna many people is gonna be lined up in the traffic lights.
True.
If I come on, dickhead, come on. Sorry, I don't know if I can say
this.
Of
course, bro. No, it's all good. You
come
can say whatever you want.
Come on, go. Hey, come on. You know, like, where is our compassion? This is where we come from.
True. Those little situations like that, though, you're right. That's powerful. And it's in our nature, you know what I mean? That's our human nature, right? To be compassionate, to be empathetic, and all these high vibrational, things. It's just innately within us, but we've been disconnected to it, because we often practice, like you say, if every Monday you get in the car and you're having road rage, you're constantly practicing that. and you're programming, like you said, your subconscious into this frequency of hate or envy or whatever, you know what I mean? And then every time you partake in that, it's like suppresses that compassionate side of yourself.
That's
you know.
right. That's right. And that the experience keep on perpetrating within yourself. Why? Because you didn't learn from it, because you didn't get the information from it. Because once you allow yourself just to make experience of it, things are flowing. And when I say make experience of their rage, then my experience in the middle of a street, I'm talking about embody their rage and not scream it out straight away, because that's a way to snap out. I'm gonna snap the door, I'm gonna say fuck off, I'm gonna get out. And this is a way to snap out. You don't feel what you feel.
I see what you're saying.
But why you don't sit in front of a mirror with that rage and you feel all within your body, and you start to breathe with her. You start to breathe with her and keep on breathing and feel it into the body and feel it into the body, feel it into the body. And that's called self-regulation.
Self-regulation. I like that.
And so maybe then you decide to go for a walk. And then maybe you decide to do something, it's not something like there is not in nature. When animals get threatened, what they do, they tremble to discharge energy. Okay, can you do that in the office? Can you really do that in the office? When someone make you angry, when you feel threatened, when you feel like in a situation you don't want to be, can you allow yourself to stop 30 minutes to go for a walk, to reconnect with nature, to tremble out, and then come back in your seat? No.
True.
And so what you're gonna do, you pretend you're fine. You pretend mentally that you're fine, while your body and conscious tell you completely another story.
Wow. Yeah, that's deep.
And because you cannot handle it anymore, when you get out from the office and you are in the traffic lights, you feel so entitled to discharge that energy. How? The way that we said before.
Projecting, powerful. That is powerful. And it goes back to what you're saying about not having time to feel these emotions. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, if you're in an office, you don't have time to go wind down and recharge and recalibrate for 30 minutes, because you got to keep going. It's that like mentality of like chase, don't stop, work, it's never.
Is the time a money frame? Is the time equal money frame? We need, time is art. Time is art, is not money. Time is art. Emotions are art. From anger, if you really know how to, if you really learn to channel anger, can be an amazing channel for expression, inspiration, writing, music, whatever you want to be, talking, healing, everything is art. Everything is art. Physical exercise, whatever.
Channel it into that,
but time is art, and time is consciousness. We can tap more into that, what I mean, but how many beliefs we have around time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like how you said that. We have our own time. Yeah. Can you expand on that a little?
Absolutely. We come back to our ancestors. We come back to Aboriginal people. And for Aboriginal people, I'm not just referring to Aboriginal Australia. I'm referring Aboriginal like it's the first
originals.
The first original, like in America, like southeast of Asia, like all of these beautiful places in our world, but even in Europe, Italy, whatever, right? And we were talking about population that they were really in touch with the cycle of Earth, the cycle of the sun, and the cycle of the moon, planetary and at to a galactic level. All right. You know that, for example, we have 13 moon cycles. They shapes the time and the frequency of time around the Earth. However, we live in a time framed in 12 months, which is artificial, which is construct, to let you know when you're going to go to pay tax. When it's going to hand in financial year. Right? And so we have all of this belief, then 31st of December, the year is going to finish, we all make fireworks, we're all happy because we're in holiday. Then, 15th of January, going to come back to work. Oh, shit, right? And we go into this time of money, survival. everyday survival
Yeah.
that keep me stuck on this survival mode
Yeah.
that doesn't make expand. But it doesn't make because at the end of the day it's my choice, it's my decision. You know what I mean? It's always there.
It's always within.
It's always there.
Yeah.
But yet do the step and reconnecting with what time it really is. Maya talk a lot about it. The Maya calendar. Maya calendar doesn't just talk about
2020.
You know what I mean? It's not just calendar like as we might think about it, but it's talk more about to a planetary galactic level of consciousness.
Deeper, yeah.
Because all the orbits, the moon, the earth around the sun, all the planet orbits are state of consciousness. Are state of consciousness. They are frequencies, they are vibration. They keep on turning and keep on moving. They keep on moving. And that vibration, that frequencies, they are tone, they are musics that informed. They're informed, you know, like the universe came up from a sound, you know? He's informing, he's informing. And what does it mean informing? Inform. They put inform, right? You can't see music, but you can hear it, right? So and that's how through our senses that frequency get into form, get into reality.
Yes, that's deep. Inform.
But you understand how it's important to the real time, to the real state of consciousness, because if I'm aligning myself with the thing that tomorrow is Monday, I gotta work, I'm limiting my consciousness. But if I'm thinking that tomorrow is gonna be a certain day in a calendar Maya, which is a Seli, which is represent a precise characteristics that correspond to lunar.
Yes.
To lunar orbit, to the state of the sun, to the state of the planet, to the state of the galactic systems. I'm opening to a different level of consciousness. And I'm allowing myself to breathe into that.
Yes.
And to really embody that. And lately to get out from fear. From the fear.
Yeah. That's what locks us in, that fear.
Yeah.
I love how you say it's your own time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
once you work on like your own time, like I feel that as well. Like personally, do you know what I mean? I try to like, because sometimes you have to, for example, tap into this time construct that they've created, you know, like say you have a meeting on Monday or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can still create your own little, do you know what I mean? Time frame within that, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Bro.
Absolutely.
Inform.
Yeah.
Inform. I love that.
It's all frequencies.
Yes.
It's all frequencies, but how allow myself to be open enough to receive frequencies.
Yeah. Or you got to be vibrating at that frequency to receive that frequency.
That's what dimension is. Reality it is.
Matching.
We're talking about third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension. What it's all about? What's a dimension?
Yeah.
A dimension is a rate of frequencies. It's a rate of vibration. That.
Powerful. Yeah.
You know, here there is such a density. Such a polarity, such good and bad, hate and love, that create the friction create matter, the matter that we are attached to, they give us the security, alright, they give, I'm feeling safe here because there is something that I can love and something that I can hate, I'm feeling safe, right? But when we transcend that level, this is actually scary. It's scary because you lost. You lost the reference point. But see how the reference point sometimes is something that can really lock you in?
Yes. It's true. And we get comfortable with that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not, like you said, it's a bit scary when you transcend to a different dimension. You know, everything's a bit more, time's more illusionary. You know, there's not much sense of time. Things aren't as,
That's right.
3D. And it's scary. Because we're not used to it. Do you know what I mean? I think.
You're not used to it, and because you are not used to let go, essentially. You are not used to surrender. because in all of this matter there is I'm God. I'm God. You know what I mean? Like I did, you know, like yes, I'm driving the car all the time. I'm driving the car all the time.
Deep. And you're the car at the same time.
That's right. You never surrender. Surrender is a big thing. And surrender talk about forgiveness.
Yeah.
Talk about forgiveness in relationships. Talk about many things. Talk about compassion.
Yeah.
And touching the point of forgiveness is not about I'm forgiving you because I'm forgiving you. You know, like because I'm good and I'm forgiving you. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not about it. It's actually releasing you. You don't need to pay me back. I'm releasing you. And the way I'm releasing you, because I firmly believe that you didn't hurt me. I'm releasing the belief that you hurt me. But you actually taught me an important point. I release the belief that you hurt me. That's what forgiveness is all about.
That's so deep, bro. Wow.
And that's a let go. Because all of this vibration, state of consciousness, what it's talking about, talk about love, talk about our ability to again merge the distances and see, my man, like, come on, talk about how many situations in our closest circle of family sometimes I build it up, you know what I mean? Fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, you know, like we are human beings, we all face that up at some point, someone more extreme, someone less extreme, but and here is always something coming back. Are we able to see that man, that woman in front of me? Little bit beyond that. Little bit beyond. Can I see beyond that? Can I see yourself as you are? Less or more scared?
Yeah.
As me. Can we heal each other? Can we come back into and you know, when I say come back, heal each other, I don't say, okay, you did something bad, probably, oh, come over. No, come over. No, it's not about that. It's about having a clear sense of boundaries.
Yeah.
But again, releasing.
Yeah.
Releasing.
Within yourself, that belief, like you said, that you did something to her. Yeah. I feel that. It comes back to you having the power as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise we feel again like a warrior. Like a warrior, but not a warrior that is in service for something higher, not a warrior that is in service for peace, but a warrior that, yes, is in service probably for justice, but still admit blood on the ground. They still admit humiliation. They still admit guilt.
Yeah.
They still put again people down and people up.
It's deep.
And that's the sense of separation. And now the earth is asking us to rise, because the earth needs that shift.
Yes.
She needs so much. Our mother really needs that shift.
Yeah.
And she's telling us in many different
ways.
As our body trembles, sometimes we need to shake it. Even our mother is trembling right now. So much.
Yeah. It's deep.
We need to rise up. We need to rise up. You know?
And by rising, it's by raising our frequencies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Raising our vibrations.
That's right.
You know, doing these things, like you said, you know, dealing with our emotions.
That's right.
Grounding, you know, holding space, compassion, you know what I mean, to people, seeing everyone as like a reflection of you, not
That's
something
right.
separate of you. And these are all high vibrational things, right? So if we practice all these things more, make them become our nature, it already is our nature, really.
Yeah.
Then
that's right.
It will start. Yeah, I feel that. That's deep. That's
yeah. In you know, even coming back to time and consciousness, you know what I mean? That's explain why indigenous population, Aboriginal population, they were so reverent. They were now manifesting so much reverence towards the sun and towards the downloads, the code of the sun. How many times we talk about it? Because
all the time.
Sun inform us constantly, all the time.
Yeah.
Send information, says frequencies, says vibrations. You know what I mean? And the moon does the same, and all the planets around do the same. And there is many different galactic systems.
Yeah.
That inform constantly, reciprocally into a state of resonance.
Yeah.
Right? You can understand well that if you live in a calendar that doesn't reflect the earth cycle and the planetary cycle, you live in an hypnosis. You're sleeping. You're sleeping. You're sleeping. If you think that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, weekend, shit, Sunday evening, no, Coco, I can't come to do the podcast. Tomorrow I gotta work, man. Like, shit, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta work, really,
Yeah.
What is the heart? What is the art in there? What is your love? What is your, what is your art and what is your heart?
I knew you were going there. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
What is your passion? What is your fire? Yeah, man, like a 13th moon. That's why I told you it's the 13th.
13th. That's what, yeah. So it came naturally.
Moon.
Yeah.
They came out the moon, and that's why it came out the 13th moon. They came out the feminine essence that is held within us, within the mother, and within our society.
Wow.
Building up a capitalistic, competitive system
Society. Yeah.
that put people against people.
Divide and conquer. It's true.
But because if I'm taking out the 13th moon, if I'm taking out the moon, I'm not just taking out the moon. I'm taking out an important piece of frequencies that can inform. That's why we need to change calendar. It's a process that's been going through. Like there is a big movement. Like, that's what I'm studying. That's what I'm exploring. Now they went even to the Vatican to propose that.
Really?
Of course, but change calendar.
But they wouldn't want the Vatican.
Of course, but it's not something that's gonna change right now. But it's something that we can start to literally little bit put our consciousness around it and say, okay, there is something more.
I like how you said that. It's not about like going to like say the Vatican or something. It's more about just having more people tap into this knowledge. Do you know what I mean?
My brother, lockdown, COVID, all of these things, they don't ask us to come into the street and make a revolution. Revolution don't change things. How many revolutions we had? They didn't change anything. The revolution is inside us, is within us, is realizations. Is a realization. That's why our brothers and sisters in Italy, in Europe, they're in lockdown from 1 year. They are facing so much, but what they are actually facing is something within. It's hard.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? But that's the revolution that needs to happen within.
Yeah.
A different state of consciousness.
Yes.
It's what the Aboriginal people were talking when they refer to dream time. What's the dream time? It's a state of consciousness. What does it mean, state of consciousness? It means knowledge. No more, no less knowledge. I'm acknowledging. I'm knowing. I'm conscious about it. And at the moment that I'm conscious about it, I'm co-creating my reality. Why? Because I know. I'm not attracting what I know. I'm not attracting what I want, what I desire. I'm attracting what I want, what I know. I said that right.
No, you said it right. What you know, what you are. Yeah. And that's the knowing.
And that's why if you put a vision board with a Rolex, not gonna fucking happen. Nothing, brother. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, you're right. I love. Yeah, it's true.
Because you don't attract what you want. You attract what you know.
That's deep. What you know, you attract what you know. Yes, it's deep. Knowing is knowledge. That's what it is. That's why those words, it's one and the same. That's so deep, bro. And it's true. It's like, it's all happening within us. And a lot of the times they present us with all this stuff. Do you know what I mean? All these symbols. So at the end of the day, it's all symbols, right? It's all symbolism and shit. We give it meaning. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We give it what it is. Like how you said, we have the power. We take responsibility of our emotions. It's the same with like the external reality. It's coming from within. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The inner world's projecting the outer world, and these symbols, we give it meaning. Do you know what I mean? So we give
I love it.
COVID, we give lockdown, we give all this stuff. I mean, what do you want to subscribe to? Do you know what I mean?
Love it.
And the more of us, like you said, that vibrate on this higher frequency, that you know, subscribe to these things, 13 moons, you know what I'm saying? Then it just, like Thanos in that movie, just snaps the fingers and bang, you know? That's right. I think that's what everyone needs to realize. Like, we don't have to be so physical with it, you know, because we're so connected to this physical reality. We think everything has to be go outside and get your posters and stomp the streets and, you know, hit a policeman. Nah, man, it ain't about that. Do you know what I mean? It's here, you know.
No, because even that, what if, see, it's funny. Even
Yeah.
that, what you are assuming that the policeman in front of you, it's a dickhead. It's a piece of shit. It's something that I need to fight with. What am I giving food to? What am I giving food to right now? To my anger, to my sense of separation, to hate. What am I giving food now? What am I nurturing now?
Yeah. What am I feeding? Yeah.
And again, stand up for our rights. Stand up for our rights. Stand up to wake up for our rights. But in a way that it doesn't assume victory or defeat for anyone. No humiliation for everyone. For anyone, sorry. No blood on the street for anyone. We are too many of this. Too much of it. Stop it. Sit down. Just sit down.
Powerful, bro.
You know? And this is huge, you know, like... no, think about how many times we we create divisions.
We create it, yeah.
But there is just one thing that create division: ignorance.
Ignorance, yeah. Yeah.
Pretending that someone don't know. Pretending that I know. That I know it all.
Yeah.
That I know it all. And ignorance again is manifesting day by day in a train station. When you say no, fuck off to that person, you don't completely acknowledging the reality that that person might face right now.
What's
you know
going
where
on
this
within
person
them?
comes from. What it does. Compassion again. Compassion.
Comes back to that compassion.
Compassion.
Yeah.
This is huge when you're talking about rehabilitation of criminal. How do we treat them?
Yeah.
We lock them behind this bar? Behind the bar? Behind the jail?
True. I feel you. Yeah.
What's gonna happen then when he's gonna get out? What's their core belief? That I'm a criminal.
Yeah.
That I now belong to this.
That's why so many come out and then go back. Yeah.
What we do with this is in our body. There is something wrong within me. I'm gonna inject something on there. And then they come back.
True. That's so true. Yeah.
And then they come back.
Yeah. That's
in any
deep.
other form, under another symptoms.
That's so
because
deep,
we
bro.
are so stuck in this polarity. In this polarity.
Wow.
Good and bad, love, hate. Beautiful day of sun at the beach, storm all day. No.
Yeah.
Spirituality is all about acceptance.
Yeah, accepting that this polarity is just one and the same. Yeah, that's deep. Bro, it's... Bro, that's...
It's something that, you know, like, that's why we are here. That's why we are here, to make experience of this polarity.
Yeah.
To know how to love. To at the end of the day, to know how to love. And I'm not anyone, because I don't know how to love. Because sometimes, not even myself, I see myself fall into pattern, like everyone, you know what I mean? And what is that again? Compassion towards myself.
Yeah.
Going back into compassion towards myself.
Yeah. No, like...
Just keep on working. Just keep on working. And celebrate. And celebrate for what you have. For what you experience.
Yeah. Appreciate. Yeah.
Appreciation. Come back to the altar of light. No matter what.
Yeah. It's deep, bro.
Just breathe into that. And there is anyone that can teach you that. in words. It's a feeling.
It's not complicated as well. It's
You
very
know,
simple.
Yeah. And all the grounding practices, come back to earth, come back to grounding. He's teaching you that because you see a tree, you start to talk to that tree.
Yeah.
You can see that tree communicating with you, man. Like you give a question. You sit in front of that tree.
The answer comes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? How many storms that tree passed by? It's still there. And you start to talk, you start to listen to the music of that tree. You start to listen to earth.
Yeah.
And you start to feel all of it. You start to feel the sense of belonging. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not intended. Now.
That interconnectedness as well, you feel that as well. Yeah.
That reframe of brain waves. So in a way they become back in a state of resonance with what? With the mother.
Yeah. The source.
That's what didgeridoo does.
Yes. Let's talk about that, man. That's just so right. That's exactly what didgeridoo does.
The scientists are still experiencing a lot of researches about it because they don't understand how that piece of wood with a hole in the middle can emit infrasound frequencies and ultrasound frequencies. Touching infrasound and ultrasound frequency. How made that happen?
Yeah.
And what he's talking about? He's talking about earth. Because that vibration, they don't make just a thing like put your brainwaves in a state of alpha.
Yeah.
Alpha state. That's 7.8 hertz, 8 hertz. Remember we were talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Which is going completely resonance with the Schumann frequencies, which is the frequencies with the center of the earth.
Yeah.
With the white diamond that vibrates around 8 hertz. And so what you create is a communication, is a frequencies.
Yeah. Wow.
Is a resonance within you, the center of earth. That's why you're so relaxed when you're in that state. Why you are so chill. You are so in your natural state of grace. Natural, but natural. Natural is always the key word because this is how we meant to be.
Natural. It's true.
And this is why when we are in that state, we get quite receptive.
Yeah, you get the download. That's when you get the codes. Yeah.
The minds get receptive.
It's true.
Because you transform yourself from a cup, from a container, to a cup, to a container. You're not keep on trying to catch things. There is anything to catch.
Yeah.
It's already here, bro.
Yeah,
the more you try to catch, the more it's gonna go away.
It's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if it could be an analogy with something, but no, I'm thinking about now grabbing something, try to catch it, and these things go to flowing around me. While if I'm just standing still,
I saw. It
is just flowing.
So there was a post I saw. Some guy. There's these Chinese, I don't know, finger traps or something.
Right.
And he puts them on his fingers, and he's basically saying the same thing that you're saying. And he's saying that like the more you fidget and move it around and try to get yourself out of these finger holds, the harder it is. Like you can't do it. But when you relax, he starts pulling them off one by one because he's just relaxed. He's not trying to, move it around and pull it. It's just being. It's a state of being. Do you know what I mean? And that human beings, right? When you think about it, that's all it is. It's in our nature to just be, and it will come. But we've been so programmed to like chase it and grab it and try and.
But that's what Aboriginal people talking about the dream time. What they're talking about, dream time is a state of creation.
Dream state.
Dream time is a state of creation. Dream state, exactly. There's a song. Dream state. I love that song. It actually was my favorite.
No, I apprite that, bro. Dream state. It's a deep one.
You know what made me think about what the Aboriginals say when when they were initiated, little girls and boys, they were helping them to build up the dreaming ears and the dreaming eyes. What does it mean, dreaming ears and dreaming eyes? Come back into the state of communication. Because resonance, what does it mean, resonance? It means communication. When you give and receive at the same time. Yeah. It's a communication state. And again, a state of consciousness where you become part of this co-creation. Of this creation. Right?
Powerful, yeah.
They were referring to to this process of developing dreaming ears and dreaming eyes has a practice called dadiri, which means deep listening. Deep listening. You don't need to close your eyes, meditate, and put your legs and like this. No, because again, it's not about doing. It's about sitting down, look to a tree for 1 hour. What is telling you about it? Even in an archetypical way.
Yeah.
Because maybe that tree reminds you something about your childhood. Might remind, and then memories come up, and then vision, and then whatever it needs to come up at the moment. And that tree is just a messenger. It's just a portal. It's just, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. The tree is the vessel for that message that you need to hear, and it's that message is coming from yourself.
There is a practice sometimes that I do when I'm doing healing circles. I make them go to pick up something, and then I make them, okay, now you look at it for 5 minutes.
Oh wow, yeah.
And then quick sharing. What represent for you? What you see in that? And it is amazing how people come up with so much wisdom at that time when you just allow yourself the time to look and go a little bit deeper, and not just to see like a piece of bark, but probably you start to see, this bark has different color. It just made me think about all the time that this bark has been here, and all the process that I've been through, so this bark for me means resilience, and means the ability to hold on, like,
I know what you mean.
And I'm just referring other words that are normal, you know what I mean, like,
I resonate with that because that happened to me with a tree the other day. Literally the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I was talking to it, and it was like it had been, one of its limbs were cut off. People have carved into it, and like those, and then all the trees around it, in that forest, how a few of them have been cut down around it. And it basically was telling me like look how resilient I am, because I am you, right? And like look at the resilience. You can cut, you can scrape into it and all that, but you're still gonna stand strong. In your roots, because its roots go deep into the source,
It's your base. It's your foundations. And so again, the roots, what he's talking about our ability to self-source ourselves, and to don't depend from someone else acknowledgement, from someone else celebration. No need to be seen. No need to be narcissistic. Always at the center. No need for you to tap in my shoulder in that sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm the first one that tap on my own shoulder. And acknowledging myself.
Yeah.
To empowering myself. To come back to self-power.
That's deep, man.
To my own power. And yes, of course, if I'm a brother, I love you for you to come here and give me a hug. Give me a tap on the shoulder. And I don't have any problem to ask you that.
Yeah.
Because I come from an authentic place.
Genuine place, yeah.
When I allow my vulnerability to be my greatest source of power. Because that's what vulnerability is all about.
Yeah.
Vulnerability is not danger. It's your greatest source of power, because this is who I am. I'm not scared of myself.
Yeah, bro.
But how many times in relationships, I love you but I don't love you. Hey, you really like me, but I'm gonna wait 3 days to send you a text, because if I'm texting you right now, it seems like you might gonna think like, so, like this girl, wow, this man, depends about the taste, like, wow, really, wow, I can't wait to text. And then you start to write, and you say, maybe no, because I just saw her 2 hours ago. Maybe it's better if I put it in my pocket.
Play the
I'm
game.
gonna text it tomorrow. I'm gonna play a little bit of game. Otherwise, she's gonna think that you don't allow your truest expression of yourself to be seen. From who? From you. From you.
Yeah.
From yourself. And you build up a fake relationship.
Yeah.
Because what you are showing
is fake. Deep. I like that.
Right?
Yeah. No. That's happened. I've done that times as well. Yeah, on, it's true.
If you can talk about it, it's because you experienced that. Thanks God. course. We all have been there.
Yeah. It's about learning from those moments. Yeah.
We all have been there. Oh, we all have been there. Brothers, sisters.
Yeah. Bro, that was nice, bro.
Yeah.
You went in, bro. Man, let's get into the sound healing, bro. I think this is the perfect time for it.
Yeah.
Because I know every time I see Marco, he has a different instrument. He has a little flute, and then he'll have some drums. There's always something new, and I want to dive into like the power, you know, of sound healing. Do you know what I mean? Of frequencies, of what these instruments, do you know what I mean, send out, and even this instrument of our body. Do you know what I mean? Because our body is an instrument in itself. You know, whether it be chanting, singing. You know,
that's right.
I want you to break a bit of it down for us, man.
It's frequencies that we were seeing before, they're just information, okay, right? And frequencies has the ability to affect our energetic body. Our energetic body is manifesting through frequencies. Yeah. Right? You
That's
know,
like our auric field, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But even frequencies affect shapes, affect matter in a way that is so visible. This called and expressed really well from semantics, which is actually the science that study how vibration can affect matter, and they do it in many different ways by taking picture to water. Yeah. With a special instruments, of course, but if you play certain frequencies next to water, this water start to vibrate and start to create quite definite geometric orders. What is that geometric orders? It's order. Again, it's a resonance. It's order, it's harmony. Order, it's harmony. It is always changeable, it's always variable, right? And it responds to frequencies. Right? Wow. And so by emit frequencies in certain state vibration, you have the possibility to put harmony where harmony does not exist, where there is no ease, or to better say disease, right? No harmony. And so you have the ability to create a resonance in that. If you think about the 80% of our body's water, you can really understand how frequency can really affect, but can affect even our brain waves. That's why if we start to play Tibetan Bull for 20 minutes, our chemistry in the body changes because it changes our frequencies. Our brain waves. And we are in a different state of brain waves. Like for example, beta brain waves, not like doing, is more likely that you're gonna release a stress hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, all of these type of things that make you go. But if you start actually to chill down to alpha, to theta, all of this kind of state, you switch on into parasympathetic nervous system, and so there is a hormonal different response to that. That's how we heal, and that's how we heal. This is by create harmony, alright? By creating a sense of ease. We can do that in many different ways with many different instruments. Talking to didgeridoo. Didgeridoo is amazing because it has this capacity to create infrasound. What does it mean, infrasound? That you cannot hear those vibrations because they're infrasound, but still your body can feel it.
Wow.
When you go for an infrasound,
what
you're doing, they do frequencies. Can you hear the sound of the infrasound? No, but that reflects in the monitor.
That's deep
because they impact the body. That's why the didgeridoo is amazing on healing body, healing body pain, healing joints, healing all of these diseases that are really manifesting in the body. Why? Because they have this ability to impact the body, and by vibrating in the body, there's like shaking it out in order to refine a frequencies. That's why when I'm doing a lot of sound healing journey, people are referring to trembling, people are referring to shift of temperature, people are referring to really some primal movements that needs to happen, like
energies move,
because it's releasing again at the level of the body.
Wow.
Right? And mantra, voice, just turning your body into a musical instrument, into a speaker, into the resonance, right?
Powerful, yeah.
And that's how Aboriginal people, by the way, were getting information, special information and knowledge about Earth and cosmic knowledges. Because they were turning their body
into
into an instrument.
It's true.
Where the vibration of the didgeridoo were bringing them into an altered state of consciousness. What's that altered state of consciousness? Dream time, alpha state, theta state, brain waves. They bring you in resonance with the earth. And so you start to see the nature start to speak to you.
Yes.
And so that tree that before when you were in rush, you didn't really pay attention. Now it's actually talking to you.
Yeah.
It's actually showing something to you. The water is not just the water. It's a water. Not like it's a... And you start to... I'm blessed. Shit, I'm blessed.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Yeah, that's deep, bro. It's true.
When I'm thinking about sound healing journey, I'm always thinking about providing an experience, which I'm not actually providing. It's the instrument and the sound. They're providing the experience, and I don't really want to interpret that, and I'm really making clear that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, this is the experience. That's why you might gonna experience it. That's it. Allow the process to unfold.
Wow. So when you're doing your sound healing, right? Say someone comes for sound healing.
Yeah.
What's your like go-to instrument at the beginning? Do you like have an instrument or do you just?
There is always a setting of intention.
Okay. Yeah.
Process.
Yeah.
But just to make aware. That is funny because after that I always say, okay, now just letting go. You don't need to hold your intention too tight. It already knows.
Yeah. So once you set it.
It already know. No, but it's something that you do just for yourself because you don't even need to set it.
Because it's
already there. And again, I need to set my intentions. I need to remember my intention to say it all the time because I might think the universe is deaf. You know? No.
Yeah, I feel you.
You do it once. You can do how many times you want, but it's just for you.
Yeah.
Just for you for be aware of it, which is an important thing. Not letting go.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true. I know exactly what you mean.
Because you're not gonna make it happen. You're just part of the process. You're not all part of the process.
Yeah, you're co-creating that.
Right. Yeah, we go through all of the process. Little explanation about what's gonna happen, and then it's all about playing Tibetan bowls, rattle, maracas, shamanic drum, reading, didgeridoo, crystal chime, bamboo chime, Native American flute, ocarina.
So you bring them all.
Rain stick. It's actually like really creating and working with energy, working with intuition, and working with that. You know, how many times we talk about it, especially when we play the didgeridoo, it's more like a letting go process. Because when you start, you know, let's say now I want to make this rhythm because it's so cool, man.
It never happens.
It never happens.
It's so true, man.
It
never happens.
Saliva
like that.
get in the middle, and you know the coordination is like
you're out of breath. It's so true, and it's not coming. It's not sounding the same. Yeah, you're right, man.
And what I believe is because you waste energy. You are not efficient.
Yeah.
You try to make something, you lose energy, and your energy is no more available for a universal, no kind of creation that needs to happen, or like unfolding, or merging, collaboration. You know what I mean? It's all about me.
That's true, bro. Yeah. The didgeridoo taught me that for sure. Literally. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, sound healing is a big thing. Egyptian was doing that, Maya people were doing that. They, you know, talking to sacred site. Sacred site are just, it's so related to sound healing because what is actually, many people have found that even by measuring the frequencies in that spot by special kind of tools, there is an amazing state of what? Guess what? I'm talking that from 1 hour. Resonance.
Wow.
High state of resonance and high vibrations.
These sacred sites,
crazy. Like in a way that when the wind blow, here's a woo.
Yeah.
They kind of woo.
Oh yeah, it's true, bro. It's that whisper. Like you told me that one time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like the whispers in the wind.
Yeah. Like again there. The wind bringing knowledges.
Information. Yeah.
Bringing the wisdom. Just
speaking
listen.
to. Yeah. That's it. It's just about tuning into it all. Mother Nature, she's always trying to communicate to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's up to us if we wanna listen. Like you said, if you're in a rush, you might miss what that tree had to say. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Mm.
That's right. And again, what it says is unconditional inclusion. It's unconditional love. It doesn't matter what we do. She's still there. She's still trying to hold in us.
That's a good point. That's deep.
Do we really need borders?
Yeah.
Do we really need nations? Do we really need all of this? It's all a makeup.
Yeah, it's all made up, literally. You're right though. It is.
But yeah, man, like, yeah, sound healing is it's a really profound word, because it's really allow that experience to unfold without any interference.
Yeah.
From the facilitator, myself. So sometimes all I do is just
because you become the instrument as well. Do you know what I mean?
It's that's what old shamans who actually do. Like they provide the experience. But I'll actually try to talk as less as I can, because I'm not anyone for interpreting or giving meaning of what you are experiencing. Because all the meaning that I can give come from my filter, come from my own experience, come from my own life. And who am I to give a meaning to your experience? I'm just providing you a journey.
Yeah, that's deep.
And all the realization will come to you. And that's so empowering for the person that come to heal.
Yeah.
Because they rise again. We fall into, I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna heal you.
Like the power's not within, it's external of himself. Yep. It's true. Wow, that's so, yeah.
There is anything to fix.
It's like we go to doctors and stuff, you know, because we think that they have what we need to fix ourselves, you know.
And so, you know, like sometimes people can come out with this question, or even more. And so, like, if it's all about me, you want to say it's all about me now? Come on, what do you mean that it's all about me again? Like all of this? Do the work. Do the work. Show up. Do the work.
Yeah.
You will see that it's gonna be a little step, daily step. Don't believe to the big stories of changing one day. One day I walk down the street, this happened to me, and then my life changed. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. It might have been a big turning point in your life.
Catalyst.
However, there was an integration process that needed to happen in order for you to digest that experience. If you don't allow ourselves integration, which it happened day by day, there will be just a turning point that you're gonna come back all the time until you don't digest all the food that you got. And literally, once you get all the food, say thank you.
Gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you for all of this food that I didn't like it, but thank you.
Yeah.
Because still food is.
Food, yeah. I love that analogy, bro.
Still ground along my path is. Thank you. Still something I can walk upon it. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a never-ending journey.
Thank you, Mother, for having me. Thank you for choosing me here. That humble, you know, we need men and women come back on knees. But see, again, on knees, what does it mean? That I'm not enough? On knees because I'm defeated? Nope. Nah. Knees, on knees.
Out of honor, humility.
Thank you.
Yeah. Gratitude, I feel that. I like how you said it's step by step, you know. It's not this quick fix, because, you know, they show us quick fix, magic pills, all this, but it's not like that. You know, it's little steps, little baby steps each time, but appreciating, like you said, each baby step, you know what I mean? Celebrating each step, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, when a baby's learning to crawl and then all of a sudden it takes its first step and the parents are like, woo! Yeah. And
this is something that you learn when you sit in ceremony with other people, when you sit on healing circle, that it's life, the biggest ceremony. It's the day by day life is the ceremony. Are you taking time for eating your food, for preparing your food, for putting in order your bed that you have just slept on, or you take it for granted? You just say, oh, now I'm gonna take 5 minutes to put this bed in order. Thank you. And again, it's not gonna happen every day. So again, let's don't own that, because sometimes shit happen.
You gotta
but
go.
then always come back.
Yeah.
Always come back to the light. Always come back to the light and say, it's gone. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a nice cup of tea. I'm gonna eat a nice piece of chocolate.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
If I have a possibility, otherwise another thing, whatever.
It's always coming back to that. Yeah. Bro. Yeah. And these are simple things, man. You know what I mean? It's not like, this is like, the more like on my journey, it's just like the simpler it becomes. I mean, the simpler everything is. It's just simplified,
It's the picture, brother.
Yeah, facts.
It's the picture on the wall.
Facts. Yeah.
It's a simple. It's a simple that. There is a simplicity in that.
I feel that. Yeah. It's true.
No. Simplicity.
Simplicity is
down
everything.
to earth. And so sound healing, it has been explored from millennial. Is just a way to allow external frequencies to reset. Reset. It's a journey, and so during that, memories come up. All of the intuitive realm that we were talking before. Is like,
I feel you. So when you're like, say you're doing a healing session for someone, sound healing, does anything ever come up for you? Yeah,
of course. Sure. Sure.
Powerful, that must be.
It's just it's just gratitude. Because again, it's not me want to be part of the process. It's amazing how sometimes you realize there's no need to anything here. Especially when I'm doing Reiki.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you do Reiki.
When you do Reiki, or when you do hands-on or hands-out, like, what you realize sometimes that once you tune in, for tune in, I mean just breathe in, breathe out, let go. Not tuning in like, oh, now I'm gonna tune into you, God, because like, I'm a 5 certificate Reiki. It's like no, because this is another thing. Oh, I'm doing Reiki. Oh, which certificate?
Oh, really?
Oh, which course?
Oh,
with
wow.
who?
Really?
Okay. What are we talking about? Sorry, I don't understand. Because when you're tuning in, they ask you for a certificate up there. Like, what's happening here? What are you channeling? White light is
facts. That's deep.
And so coming back to what I was saying, what you realize, it's like sometimes you just need to step out, for example, 5 meters away, and just
let it come through. And
just witness.
Wow.
And then you start to yawn. For example, for me, I yawn a lot. And it's my way to purge out. Sometimes you have even your emotions, and that's again how it's important to really clear your own tools in order to be a pure vessel.
For it to be able to, I like that.
You know what I mean? And so how do I clean tools? Meditation, breathing, kindness.
Grounding. I feel that.
Grounding. All of these, eating good food, drink a lot of water.
Eat
a lot of veggies. All
true.
the mom things. Were saying to us.
Literally.
And it's important because everything is a frequency. Everything is a frequency, so everything is information. So the food that you eat is a frequency.
Information.
So you want to talk about sound healing, we can talk about the frequencies that is embedded in every color and in every symbol. That's how we talk about informed water. When you have a symbol, when you have a yantra, you put water, a glass of water upon, and that water get informed
through that
from their frequencies, from their image, from their color, from their sound, from your thoughts.
While you're drinking, or being around it,
They shouldn't. I don't remember the name of the Japanese doctor. They should have,
Osimoto, something.
What he's talking about? About it.
The water. Etimoto or something.
Yeah.
It's true, man. It's true. The
And
frequencies in everything.
And you know, like it's amazing. Like in Italy now, at the University of Verona, I think, which is the northeast, with true spatial instrument.
Yeah.
Man, it's amazing. They start to detect harmonics from plants and human cell. And I listen to that because through my studies, I got access to that. And actually, the human cell has a sound that is like a diapason, right? And what they compare it, that when there is cancer, all of this music get interrupted, get disrupted, you know. It's all about sound. The fact that we cannot hear doesn't mean the sound not exists and vibration is not there. Talking about bats, talk about cats, talk about dolphin, whales. They communicate in telepathy through ultrasound. They can hear the double of up. I think we can arrive to 20,000 hertz. They can arrive to 120,000 hertz. This means that they are able to communicate to really high pitch frequencies.
Yeah.
There is a sign of telepathy. Telepathically, they are able to connect and communicate in each other.
Wow, bro. I heard this about dolphins. I heard
dolphins. Whale, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And these frequencies that the dolphins hear, we can't hear supposedly.
No, you can't.
You can. Oh.
You can't.
Yeah,
you can't. Sorry.
Right. Yeah,
they're too high for us.
They're too high for our.
They're too high.
Yeah. Man, that was deep, bro. When you're talking about the cell, the human cell.
Yeah.
The sound it makes during the mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
I was making these sounds, and it was like sounds in silence. It's how I describe it. It was like it's silence, but there was a sound, and it was my own frequency, and it was like that. It was like a hum, like a. It was.
But brother, what you just did there, you communicate, you talk to them, you have been part of it, participation of life.
Yeah.
You have been participation of life, talking to plants.
Yeah.
Talking that. That's why we're talking about shaman. This guy is a shaman. It's a shaman. What does it mean? Mean just to communicate, be in touch with the heart. With your heart, with a pure heart that is able to listen the symphony. To get knowledge.
Yeah.
To acknowledge. To acknowledge. To listen. To just listen. And listen to that perfection. To listen to that perfect, because that's perfection. Powerful, because when you see the family of ducks at the pond, it's just perfection in there.
It's so true, bro. It is. Yeah, you're right. There
is just perfection, brother. Come back to that perfection.
Yeah. Nature
come back to that integrity. Come back to that. You know, all the knowledge out there.
Yep.
All the knowledge out there. You know, because this is what I'm studying, but when you talk about Maya calendar, it seems like Maya getting filtered from that, all of the knowledge that came into the spatial, in the time being of Earth, in the Mesoamerica, in Central America, because there were still population and human beings that were able to talk to plants.
Wow.
To talk to plants, to communicate with the Earth, while in the whole world, like Europe, at the time they were already advanced into possession, territory, confinement, war, power over power.
Yeah.
You know, like
all the things that our society is built on now.
Because power is something that I have in base of my status quo. It's not something that I am. Power is something that I have. Power is something once I'm gonna have my bachelor degree, once I'm gonna have that work, once I'm gonna have that PT sessions in the week, when I'm gonna have 40 PT sessions in a week, I'm gonna be good. And then it's a big disappointment because you're gonna hit the goal, then you shut the door of the bedroom and you say, It's all about this.
Mm.
And you start to claim more power and more power
Yeah.
and more power. And in all of this climbing of power, you try to put down people. Put down people because and it's tiring. And it's tiring. That process is tiring. It's painful.
I feel that. And
then you break up.
Yep.
Right.
And that whole time you had power. Do you know what I mean? Within yourself.
It's something that you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not something that you have.
Yeah. It's so true. There's a quote, like, you're the source of what you seek.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just like everything that you're constantly seeking, you're the source of it all. Do you know what I mean? You seek happiness, you seek love in these external things. Do you know what I mean? It may be possessions, maybe in someone else. But nah, it's like within yourself, you know?
You know, you met it, you know, like my brother.
Yeah. I got to get him on here one time because he'll have a lot.
Sometimes, you know, like we talk so much about is, you know, like and sickness, criminality, whatever, is always love. It's just at a different point of attention. It's always love, just from a different point of attention, as you say.
Yeah.
This is true. Because we are all an expression of it. It's all the expression of it.
Yep, just on different levels, different. Yep, I feel you.
How does it shows up practically? Am I able to see to my father, or to that guy, or to my ex-partner, or to my mom, or to whatever, like something more beyond as a human being? Brother, this is huge when you're talking about abusive relationships.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Yeah.
Right? When you start to work a lot with PTSD problem, all of this, what he's talking about. Our body that tells a story, and our mind that pretend to have another story, and so trauma gets stuck. But where does it get stuck? In the body. Sorry, I don't want to get too far away, but that's what PTSD is all about.
Yeah.
It's just a blockage of energy that is living in the body. That's why it's so important, the body-mind connection through breathe, yoga, sun, earth, and of course guidance and support from professional people.
Yeah.
That are able to
move
to just move beyond slowly.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
Because sometimes, you know, we look for the big change so far. But are you able to handle that change?
Because if it happens like that, it'll be very
overwhelming. Very overwhelming. Then how much re-traumatizing you.
That's why it has to be little step by step, because that's what you can cope with. That's what you can handle. That's deep.
Slowly. I'll give you a little bit.
Yeah.
When we open our heart, okay.
Yeah.
It's not always a joyful process. It's actually quite hard when you start to open your heart, because there is a lot of memories. There is a lot of side of you that you didn't deal with. There is a lot of
yeah.
That's why it's important to open our heart slowly.
Yeah.
Slowly.
It's true. It's so true.
We don't seek for big changes. We seek for guidance and wise changes.
Ooh.
Slowly.
Guidance and wise changes.
That's why it's important for a therapist to don't fall into the ego. There are so many people out there, I created this big change. It's like in just 1 hour session we did all of this. Okay, good. It was good for you or for the person? For who is good this thing? For you or for the person? Again, what you give food to? What are you feeding?
What are you fueling and feeding? I feel that. Yeah.
Because is this person now able to integrate all of these changes that are happening in just 1 hour? When he's gonna come back to home, what's gonna happen?
Yeah. Wow. That's a good point, man.
when this person is gonna come back to daily life,
Yeah.
when this person is gonna come back to deal with the kids, with the partner, what's gonna happen?
Mm.
And this is why I'm coming back to all of the plant medicine that we all talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to do all of these things with amazing people that can support us and a higher consciousness, because we, it's the time we talk a lot about ayahuasca, we talk about a lot of things. Oh yeah, right, yeah, good, it's amazing, it's a big medicine. First of all, you gotta be ready for it. Second, you gotta do a massive work on yourself first. Third, you need to be really big guided from a person that is really helping you to integrate all of that experience into your daily life. Into your daily life.
Yeah. Powerful. That integration period is so important. You're right.
Digestion.
Yeah. That's because it's half of it, you know what I mean? The integration is the other half, you know what I mean? That's when it...
Especially when you go through shadows.
Yeah.
Especially when you do shadow work. Especially when you start to see things about yourself and you don't really like it.
Yes.
And they are putting face in front of you straight away. Community.
Yeah.
Again. Community.
Yeah.
Community, healing circles, come back, see the reflection of ourselves in our beloved brothers and sisters. They all come back to the center. They always come back to the tribe. They play a drum, they play a ditch, they have a dance, they move the body how they want, the primal movements, and they share, and then they come back into that tribe and that avatar, that matrix that talk about, you feel heard, feel whole.
Yeah. That community, you know what I mean? As humans, that's what we are, do you know what I mean? We're communal beings, you know?
So huge, so simple.
Yeah, bro, so simple, literally. Yeah, exactly, man. You broke down a lot, Marco, bro. That was deep. That was deep. That was so deep.
No, man, thank you. It's like
so the sound healing, you're gonna do you still? So you want to do? You know how we're talking about? You're gonna get a huge space and do the whole. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna start in April actually. It's gonna be every. I still
Perfect.
need to. I think it will be every first Wednesday of the month.
Yeah.
I'm gonna create sound healing journeys. Still looking for a place, but I believe it's gonna be Bondi Junction. But I mean, if people can follow through social media, definitely gonna find.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's gonna be every first month. Every first
Wednesday.
week. Every first Wednesday of the month. Sound healing journeys, and usually what happen is like quick group sharing of intention. That's it. Really, really quick. Primal movements, breath work, just to open the heart, just to make the body receptive, the mind as well, and then 45 minutes sound healing, where I'm gonna play chimes, ditch, drums, flute. It's gonna be always a mix of registered and live sound.
Nice.
Making it into the journey depends about which frequency I want to work.
Wow.
So what we want to achieve as well.
True.
Because every frequency is create a different state of harmony.
Yeah, true.
Each frequencies and each harmony talk with different chakra system. Right?
I've heard this. Yeah.
So for example, even when we're talking about the ditch, didgeridoo has different tones.
Yeah.
Ketones. Like for example, C ketone work primarily on the first chakra. No. Then you have the D on the second. No. Then you have the E on the solar plexus, and the F is on the heart chakra. And then you see how you go high and high and high and high. While the C is more like they have the
low.
The low, that earthy, that visceral sound. While the F is more like fast and more it's like it's really go up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now I want to get different ditches,
but then
bro.
that man, don't tell me that. Like, I
want to get one for each key now.
Yeah, man. Kalash is gonna hate me. I'm gonna fool the place with that.
Like, to teach you.
Yeah, man. Man. But yeah, and this is what and I feel like do a recurrent event, just for what I was saying before, to create a community around it,
Yes.
to make a price really affordable where everyone can join,
Yeah.
and just create a nice community around it. And
That's
once a
beautiful,
month,
bro.
come back, and probably it could be even twice a month. Who knows?
Yeah,
Like,
you never know where.
but just come back. And I love to invite even other professional people that play drum, people that sing, people that rap. Who knows? Like, but just create the good vibes and bring all the talents together and just come on.
That tribal energy. Yep. Creating that. I love that, bro. Thank you for what you're doing, bro. That's powerful.
Oh, man,
that's powerful. And
pleasure.
I think that's needed. Do you know what I mean? It's needed. Because you've been doing that, like your men's circles, right?
Yeah.
You do that Saturdays.
Yeah, I do Saturdays. On Saturday morning, twice a month, men's circles.
Yeah.
We gather and we... even then, man, I do a lot of sound healing.
Yeah.
I do more meditation, breath work, and more experiences and movements. For movements, I mean dynamics.
Yeah.
And practices.
Okay.
Within the group.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful space, man. For men to come back together and get out from that competition state.
Yeah, that like,
you know,
that we've been programmed with. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So yeah, twice a month men's circle, once a month the sound healing. So a lot of food.
It's all happening. Yeah. A lot of food, bro. That's fact, man.
Yeah.
That's so good, bro. That's April is the sound.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's when you're planning to
3rd of April kind of. Oh,
nice.
6, 7 of April, sorry. Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
It's all happening, man. That's crazy. And this is just the beginning of the year. Who knows what other...
That's right. Yeah. It's literally the beginning of the year. It's going to be Easter. We have the... We are in Aries, in April. So the beginning of the new cycle. It's all that.
What's his name was telling me about that? Tiziano?
Tesi, yes.
Yeah, he was telling me about how, like, that's when the sun's at the highest. Was it in Easter and then Christmas? And I was saying how, like,
it's all in
they
alignment.
use those dates as powerful days, but they make them like Jesus was born that day or whatever. But it's the sun rising, and the sun is the sun. My mind was blown, bro.
Yeah,
this guy. I'm gonna get him on, but
And again, what he's talking about, that time is consciousness.
Yeah.
It creates different alignment, different state of consciousness that inhabit the Luna, the moon. Is a state of consciousness.
Yes.
That inform Earth, they inform each other.
They're all in communication.
And we are part of it. We are part of the state of consciousness, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
We're influenced by all
It's not going to be Monday tomorrow. I'm sorry to say that. It's not going to be Monday.
Facts,
it's not going to be Monday.
Facts.
No Sunday, no Saturday, no more. Change of calendar.
I like
it's not Monday.
Stop
like it. We are living the same life all days.
Cycle, repeating the same habit. Yeah. I like that, bro. Let's scrap Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Fuck it. It's just a day. Bro, I've been feeling the last year and this year, it's just felt like every week is like a day for me. I don't even look at it as a week. Yeah. It's just like one big day. Because that's what it feels like, like, because it's so just like that. By the time it's Sunday, like today, for example, from Sunday till Monday, just felt like one big trip, bro, one big day. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, this week was huge because it was a new moon in Pisces.
That's right.
Right, it was a lot of water. You know what I mean?
And it was Pisces is water. Yeah.
Oh, a lot of things moved.
Yeah,
a lot of emotion. Emotional water. I mean, at least for me, I felt like it was but even for people.
Nah, I felt it as well. I did.
And
it's crazy. Bro, it's so powerful once you tap into these energies, like you said, like the moon and all the planetary stuff. It's just like you realize how much it affects us, like you said, because consciousness, it's game changer, bro. Literally, it's like my brother. Bro, is there anything else you want to say to the family, bro? Anything else? Some final notes, final comments, or you got it?
I think we said a lot. What something that I'm really start to really feel it is how powerful we are as human beings, and how really powerful is our consciousness, and it's our consciousness that creates on energy level and so on the body level.
Yeah.
And realize that our consciousness is a state of co-creation.
Yeah. Powerful.
that's everything. That's everything.
That's deep, bro.
If you think about how many things are moving nowadays, but you can always come back to your state of consciousness and to what you give food to.
Yes, I love that analogy.
What you give food. Yeah, that's it, man.
That's my brother.
So really grateful,
bro. Thank you, my G. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
to you.
I will see you soon as well. We'll be hitting the dig soon, bro.
Absolutely.
Man, I'ma give them your Instagram or any social media or website.
Yeah.
I'll put it up once I put the video up.
My website is marcotesi.com.
Okay.
And then there is my Instagram, which is respiro.marcotesi.
Okay. Easy.
And if you go on my website, there is all the information, so all the events, all the you know.
Perfect, bro.
I like to offer always there is always a free 20 minutes chat for people that wants to come to join, just experience. It's something that I love to give the room.
That's beautiful, bro.
For people to experience that. So
my brother, man. Hit up my brother, man. Literally, this man, bro. Trust me, we need his service and what he's doing is, is so important, bro, and profound. We need it, and it's activating other people. Do you know what I mean? Like someone will watch this and it might just click something, But my brother, man, thank you so much for coming, bro. This is this is the 13th episode.
That's right.
13 moons.
That's
13,
right.
Sorry, 13.
Yeah.
Is it moons?
It's a 13 moon.
13 moons. See, there we.
If you go, this is an important link that you gotta have.
Yeah, you sent that one to me.
If you go, that's right.
Yeah.
In thelawoftime.org, you can find the 13 moon calendar and really tap into which day of the week
it is.
You're gonna be in tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is connects to symbols, which is connect to statements, frequencies, vibrations. I mean, you'll find everything, but go there. thelawoftime.org. Yeah, let's bring this consciousness about it. Let's wake up.
Let's bring it up. Yes. All right, my brother. Man, appreciate you, Marco. This is another episode of the Midnight Moods podcast family. Tune in next week. Peace.